Sam, and today we're going to introduce you to our cat room. This charming little cat, who's sticking his ears up at me, is called Navy, or his Korean name is Uram, who thinks he's a chow model. Very happy to be here. Now he wants to go down. So, also in the room we have Sarang, who's our Scottish fold and likes to lie around a lot. His English name, Alfie, for Alfred the Great. Here we have Tiffany Terrier. Our only female cat, and she charges around like a maniac and then spends the rest of the day sleeping. But she's a sweet little thing who really likes our cat room. Okay. Her Korean name is Tajong. Found when we tried buying cat furniture in the past is that either the cats didn't like it or it didn't fit the space that we had. So we had these storage units from IKEA, which are basically a basic pine frame storage units which go together as shelving. And this has been perfect for our arrangement in our cat room, where we have the full wall is arranged, all different levels, the different widths of shelves, for the cats to run through. And they're very happy with this. We have our little chow model, Uram, here, who is very happy on top here, running through the frames. Who's focused on the right now. Very happily killing the toy box. Okay, that's a little bit of a distraction. So what we have is these shelving units from IKEA, and you see that the two pins are stored here, and these just come out and these are done into the frames. So it's a very simple arrangement that you can fix things at any height you want and they snap into place. So we deliberately have these all at different heights so that the cats can run through and whatever height they want to go at. So our two with the Scottish folds, we have to be a little bit sensitive that they don't jump too much. We have the extension shelves here. These are put on so that they have other routes that they can come up. I think I should probably take this out as someone is determined that they need entertaining while we finish the rest of our video. As you can see, we have the hammock on here, which they all like. And then we have arranged at the bottom things like the scratchers, which they like to use, different types. And what we also showed in a different video was how we made the hemp rope wrapped around the posts, which they really like as the scratchers. They like this much more than any scratcher that we bought from a pet shop. The thicker rope is really good for them pulling their claws against. So we have a couple of different lengths on these, deliberately with some lengths of the cord left hanging out because they also like to play with that. So we also use some of the bottom sections just for some of our storage. And you can see here how much they like running through the frames. This is Uramity's killing best. And Bentley is our last cat, the only non-white one. And as you may notice on the video, we have the one problem with the long-haired cats is my clothes are constantly covered with their hair. Uram is very happily killing this. The other item to notice on our furniture here is that we have a shelf put in front of the window. And this is very deliberate because the cats like to be able to lie in front of the window and look out. Today, with it being winter time, it's not so nice that we have the shade drawn, but in the spring and summer they really like here with the window open a little bit. We have the window screened so that they can't fall out, so it's protected, but this makes a really nice environment. They spend a lot of time on here looking at. Okay, some of the small details that we have on our stand is we have their initials up here, so we have Bentley, Tiffany, Navy and Sarang. One of the things that they actually like from here is when we're playing with something like the car track or other items on here, they also really like sitting up on the shelves to watch from here. So this gives a great viewing platform. We spend quite a lot of time with the cats in here. As you can see, Navy is quite active and quite enjoys this one. Well, one of the ones you can actually do is use the toys to bring them up through the frame. Oh, yes. So they enjoy this. So he is quite happily enjoyed killing this little pink elephant. So he's got that and he's off to kill it now. And this is our last little gentleman, Bentley, or his Korean name is Ujong. He's our little grey cat, and he can show you the other bit that we have on here, which they all like, is to extend the cat room now so that they have some additional area. We have a shelf on this wall. Particularly Bentley and Tiffany both like coming up from here and looking down on the rest of the room. So this makes a really nice space where they can walk around or run around, run through the frames and actually sit on the top and look down at what's happening on the room. So this is something that they really like. The one last thing that you notice on our frames is we added a little bit of cushioning, and that's because I have been known to bang my head on this. So my wife, taking care of me, has encouraged me to put the little extra cushioning on. And you can see Bentley's just enjoyed using the new scratching post which appeared in our last video. So this is our cat room. So some other features in our room is we have the Uram toy box, so which also makes a nice seat when we're in here playing. So this is quite a nice area. One of the items that you'll see in our Uram box is that we have some cat treats down here. We also have Prosequine, and we feed this specifically to the foals, the Scottish foals, because of their weakness of their bones, and this is known to be quite helpful. You wouldn't believe it for this one, but he is half of the Scottish foal blood, so we have to still be a little bit aware of that with him. with his bushy tail. So with the cat box, all of the cats like lying on here and also using this as one of their routes to go on and up the cat frame. Tiffany is still sleeping up here. You notice we have a few different toys attached here, and we also have some fake plants. We very deliberately only have fake plants in our apartment area. We had one bad experience where we were given a gift of some flowers and it had a lily in there. We didn't know at that point that lilies were actually really poisonous for cats. So we actually now really don't keep any fresh flowers or fresh plants in the apartment area. So we just have the artificial in here. But again, these are very happy cats. They get lots of playing. You can see he's happily killing this. This is our cat room. And some of the additional decorations around the room can be the little butterflies on the walls. And here we have the 4 stars to represent our 4 cats. And as you can see here, as soon as I got up off our little bench seat, our little Uram got straight on here himself. Then if we can load round to another part of the room, we have Sarang very happily on the toy area. So now we've got Bentley moving through here. And you can see Bentley happily in the hammock. We've discovered over the last couple of years that all of our cats really like hammocks. So this is a periodic project to make new hammocks. And we can see Tiffany's woken up now and is happily in the frame. And this just shows an example of how they like the different heights that they can be at. We try and make sure we spend some time playing with all of them. Well, Bentley can get frantic on his killing. Well, that's it for today.